guys, by the title of this video, you guys know that I got my wisdom teeth removed. It's been a little bit more than 24 hours since I had them removed, so I'm technically on my day 2. Right now I feel good. With that being said, I just took my medication, so maybe that's why. Maybe I'm at the peak medication level or whatever. Those first 3 clips that you guys saw in the beginning of this video was basically me at the lobby of the dentist. I had a whole different vlog planned for yesterday. It was not supposed to go down like this, let me tell you that much. Basically yesterday I had like a me day where I was planning to go to the dentist, and then after the dentist go to my eye doctor, and after the eye doctor go to my general doctor, and then either after or in between those go do my little errands, like go to Marshall's to restock on a few things, go to Dollar Tree to restock on a few things. Also, if I'm talking a little bit weird, it's because of my wisdom teeth thing on top of me already stuttering as it is, slurring as it is, and so on and so on and so on. But right now I am bedazzling a little bit. I just got this bedazzling kit, and yes, I am bedazzling my women's probiotic because I always get women's probiotic. I'm constantly restocking this, so every time I get a new one, I'm just gonna replace the cap and just put this one on every new women's probiotic container or whatever. Basically yesterday, luckily for me, I went to the dentist appointment. Like the first thing that I did was go to the dentist appointment. So I went in there and I was a new patient just because I hadn't been to the dentist in a cool minute, guys. Like ever since I moved to the IE, I am not raised and born in the IE. So since before I moved here, no, since, yeah, I hadn't gone to the dentist like 2 years before I moved here, so it had been a little bit. So I got there early in the morning, did the paperwork, whatever, got in there, and I was supposed to only, in my head, right, I was supposed to only go for like a general checkup or whatever, and then a general exam, and just to get my teeth polished, because you're supposed to go every 3 to 6 months. Obviously for me it had been way more than that, right? So they took x-rays, and they saw that my wisdom tooth was pushing against my molar, and she had asked me like, do you feel any pain or pressure there? And I told her I did feel pressure and pain sometimes. It just kind of depended on the day, to be quite honest with you. And if I did feel any pain, I would put oral gel. I know that sounds really bad because you're supposed to take care of your teeth by going to the dentist, but I would just apply oral gel to kind of, you know, let it be. So she's like, that makes sense because your wisdom tooth is pushing against your molar. So it basically, my molar basically made like a cavity in my, my wisdom teeth made cavity in my molar, so that's why it was like hurting, and I would get pressure here and there. So, you know, she's like, okay, you have all of them, like they're all grown in, like we can take them off today if we're able to. So they did a panoramic exam. Don't even get me started how much I had to pay out of pocket, girl. Like, do not even get me started. But anything for my health, right? So they took a panoramic x-ray, and they did it to confirm if the doctor there could do the extractions, and he was able to. He looked at the x-ray, he's like, yeah, if she wants, we can get like however many she wants taken out today. And I was like, you know what, without thinking, okay, I should have thought about it a little bit more, but I was like, you know what, I'm already on the table, girl. I have a free day, and if I need to come back for other extractions, like I wouldn't, not that I wouldn't have the time, but I'm a stay-at-home mom, and my village is very small, and my village is booked and busy, you know what I mean? Like, so it'd be hard for me to find someone to take care of my kids while I get the extractions done. So that's all I thought about, to be honest with you. I didn't think about like the care or anything. I just kind of thought about that. So I was like, you know what, I'm here, let's just get them done. And he was like, perfect, whatever. They numb me up, and the numbing process itself hurt. It was like the needles and stuff, so you feel like the pinch or whatever, so that hurt on its own. So after they numb me up, the main doctor came, and he like poked at my teeth and would ask me if it hurt. This whole right side, I would still feel like the areas he would poke, so he numbed me up again, and they said I wouldn't. So he started off with this left side up here, and this right here, this one was easy, smooth, and fast. So I thought I had a picture of what the rest was going to look like, right? And I in fact didn't. It was very much not accurate. For this one, he moved to this one. This one took a little bit longer than this one, but nonetheless smooth and fast as well. So this one was the fastest, this one was fast, and then this one he did struggle with, but again, it was like still smooth. Up here I didn't hear no nothing, like it was just kind of like pull and yank. I felt pressure, of course, but no pain or nothing. Now for this one, I did hear a crack, right? So that kind of felt a little bit nasty. Like it felt like, girl, like I don't know, it felt weird. Not felt because I didn't feel, but hearing it feels like you could feel it. Does that make sense? And then, well, no, actually, let me go back a little bit. After this one, he went down to this one, and he was struggling with this one for a little bit. Then he went to this one, and then he pulled it out, and then he went back to this one. So for this one, yeah, he was struggling. Like I don't know, this one was the one that was the most crooked too. Like I wish I took a picture of the x-ray. I was a little bit shy too, but this one was a little bit more like slanted, and this one was like fully into my molar. So it makes sense on why this one was taking a little bit longer, you know. So the doctor was a young doctor. He was very vocal about things, and I feel like other doctors wouldn't have been. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. I honestly think it was very human the way he was saying things, very raw, if you will, very honest. But at the same time, as someone on the table, I was kind of thinking like, what are we gonna do then? He was basically saying, oh, like it's not moving, like it's loose now, but it's not moving, like this is taking so much longer than I thought it was gonna, like I don't know why it's taking so long, da, da, da. So as like someone sitting there on the table, it did get me nervous. I'm not gonna lie to you. And I'm not saying he wasn't professional about it. I just think he was very human and very raw. Like, I think it's things that he was thinking, but other doctors wouldn't have said out loud. Does that make sense? He was still very professional about everything. Okay, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying like da da da, but just as someone who was on the chair, I was thinking like, you're like, are you about to leave me like halfway? Because it was taking long, guys. It was taking a very long time. Usually the whole process is supposed to take 30 to 60 minutes, and I know that now. Like after getting my wisdom teeth removed is when I did the research, so I know that now, right? In the moment I didn't know anything, quite literally. But this one took a very, very, very long, more than 60 minutes, girl, more than 60 minutes. So I was at the dentist for a very long time, and that's not considering like the whole x-ray process, the whole panoramic x-ray, the whole like filling the paperwork, nothing. That's not counting that. So you can tell he wasn't getting frustrated like mad. He was just kind of like, why is it not coming out? Like I was getting a little bit nervous because if I was thinking, right, because the reason they had to take the panoramic picture, did I say this already? Basically they wanted to see if the doctor there could take it out, and if he couldn't, they would send me to an oral surgeon. So I was kind of thinking like, okay, does this mean that he couldn't do it and I should have gotten this with the oral surgeon to begin with? Does that make sense? So I was kind of thinking all that, and I was kind of thinking like, are you gonna leave me halfway through? Because at that point he had already cut my tooth in half according to what he was saying, and he already had drilled. Like I would hear the drill and everything. So I was thinking about the sensitivity I was going to feel after, like after the numbing and everything. I was thinking about like, is he gonna leave me halfway and like I'm gonna have so much pain after this? So that's what I was thinking, right? But eventually he was able to pull it out, and at that point I didn't see that tooth, to be honest with you, but I think there was a lot of cracking, a lot of breaking, just because that's all I heard. Okay guys, that's literally all I heard: cracking, breaking, crunching. And he was like doing a lot of pulling, and I have like actually like my lip is bruised. But yeah, that's why I think this side is more swollen, obviously, because of all the yanking, pulling and everything he had to do. He was very sweet though. He was very like, he was like, I'm so sorry, I don't know why it's taking so long, da, 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 da. Yeah, now looking back at it, I wish I would have maybe done one or two at a time, just because, and that's considering I'm not really having like pain like that right now. I heard there's people who feel like really bad pain and feel really nasty after. I think for me it's more because I found out about about dry sockets. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. But I have found out about dry sockets after I had the 4 wisdom tooth removed. Fun, right? Basically, to my understanding, what dry sockets is basically like, because I have stitches on the inside where my teeth were removed, only the bottom, the top don't get any. So dry sockets is where basically, so okay, so when you get cut or whatever, you get a scab. So the same thing on the inside, except the inside is always wet, right? It's easier for them to kind of come off, and you have the bone is basically revealed, and the little hole is basically like uncovered, and you get like air or sensitivity or something like that. And I heard it's really bad. Some people on the comments in TikTok, like on the videos that I've been seeing, have been saying how it's worse than like giving birth and everything. So I'm still on day 2. I still have the possibility of getting it if I don't take care of my, you know, if I don't follow the instructions, if you will, of the aftercare. Also, I'm done with this. I'm not the best at this. I literally just started like yesterday. My new hobby, if you will. Let me know if it looks okay. Oh yeah, the dry sockets. So you can get those supposedly if you drink from a straw as well. And you can get an infection if you eat like food and it gets like into the area. So right now I'm literally living off like pudding and mashed potatoes, and I'm supposed to be living off sopita too, like soup, but I'm living off mashed potatoes right now, guys. And the only pro I can see to this is the fact that I might lose some pounds. That's all I've been seeing, and that's the only thing keeping me motivated and sane right now. Because I'm like, you know what, girl, if you don't get dry sockets, it's a win-win. It's a win-win. You don't get dry sockets and you get to lose some pounds. So as of right now, I don't feel terrible, to be honest with you. But also, I'm only on day 2. Supposedly it takes like 3 weeks for healing, and then for the whole like stitches, da, 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 da. And then because I'm a stay-at-home mom, guys, it's been a little bit hard. I feel like I should be resting, but I really can't, to be honest with you. But I also feel like the key to recovering is keeping your same schedule. I feel like I've always thought that. I of course take care of it how you're supposed to, right? But I feel like I try not to let it take over me. But yeah, if you guys don't see me post a little bit, or if my videos are really spaced out and I'm not as consistent, it's because of that, girl. Like, I've been at home the whole day. My littles have been on screen time more than usual, and I'm not gonna feel guilty about that, let me tell you that much. To top it all off, I'm on my period, but supposedly if you're getting your wisdom tooth removed in your girl, I heard that the best way to prevent the dry, what are they called? The dry clots? I forgot what they're called already. Is to be on your period when you're getting your wisdom tooth removed. So coincidentally, I was on my period yesterday. So supposedly that like makes the chances of you getting it less. So that's good, I think, right?